Hello and welcome to the weekly reset video going from May the 5th to May the 12th here in Destiny 2. Now then, I expected loads of things to happen this week, but bugger all's happened, I'm afraid. All we've really got is the last week of Guardian Games. We're going to check up on what's happening in the bunkers to see if there's any news there and see how far the pyramid ships are getting. And also I'll go over all the updates on the map where you can get your pinnacles this week and the various modifiers on the Grandmaster Nightfalls and various things like that. So first of all, let's go and have a check of the standings here in Guardian Games as we're here in the tower. Hello there, Eva. Yes, now as you can see, we're already winning. I mean, the Titans are already winning. Sorry, a bit of a Freudian slip there. But we are doing quite well. But on the other hand, apparently it's double points this week, so it gives the other two teams, or classes, a better chance for winning. So, you know, it's probably all still worth paying for. Don't pay for it, play for it. Yes. And don't forget, this week, this is the last time you can get your exotic ghost shell, so make sure you pick up that quest from Eva too, otherwise it'll be gone forever. It might be worth noting as well that the Heir Apparent, of course, you can only get it for one more week. Now, there is talk of it dropping into the general loot pool, but we've got no date or day when that's going to happen, so it might be ages. It did happen with the Arbalist, but who knows? So if I was you, I'd get it this week, otherwise it's going to be ages before you can get it again. Maybe. There was also talk on the Reddit wires that we might have the Fellwinter's Lie quest about now, but as of this moment, it's nothing there to show, I'm afraid, so it's all still rather stagnant at the moment. I was also rather hoping that we'd see some trace of the Almighty in the sky of the tower because, you know, we are getting a bit closer to it smashing us into the face, but there's nothing there either. Bum. Okay, so let's move ourselves away from the tower at the moment and we'll go to the IO bunker. That's the main bunker this week where you can pick up your bounties. There we go, Rasputin gives me my normal greeting. Yes, I'm here all week, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so let's go and have a look and see how close these ships are getting. There's a few more. There's quite a few. Oh my god, there's loads of them. And yeah, look, they're right on Neptune there. They're at Neptune, pitchfork or not. Uh-oh, we're in trub. So there's only Neptune and then Uranus between us and certain death. So my bottom is going to save us, or is it your bottom? I can't remember. Don't forget to pick up your Warmind weeklies here, and now let's go and have a little look and see the Pinnacle stuff for this week. So I don't know if you're aware, but if you turn in 25 medals to Eva, you'll get a Pinnacle bit of gear there from the Guardian Games. Now, if we look at the Vanguard playlists, obviously we've got our strikes. Now doing 3 of those this week will give you a nice piece of Pinnacle, and it's Void Singe, Iron, and it's also Heavyweight as well, so bear that in mind when you're piling through them. All 3, nice piece of Pinnacle gear. We've got the Nightfall Ideal, not Ideal Milk, Ordeal, and this is the arms dealer, you know, the one with Brachus Zahn. Is that Brachus Zahn? Yes, the big green fellow at the end, not the Hulk. And if you really want to make it incredibly difficult, you could do it on the Grandmaster setting if you want it so hard that it makes your eyes bleed. And this week's endless modifiers are Scorched Earth, we've got Unstoppable Champions, we've got Barrier Champions, we've got Chaff, that means no radar, we've got the Grandmaster modifiers, which are ridiculously hard, locked loadouts, extra shields, all that kind of thing. We've got Extinguish, if you all die, it's off to orbit for you, Limited Revive, for goodness sake, and finally we've got Zahn's Stratagem, airborne damage from solar sources is increased. There we go, nice and easy. Well, I shan't be doing that. And while we're here, we may as well look at your bog standard Nightfalls and see what we've got this week. Well, we've got the Insight Terminus. Now, the strike-specific reward for that is the Long Goodbye Sniper Rifle. We've also got Exodus Crash, which is a Sparrow called the Impact Velocity, if you want that. And finally, we've got the Hollowed Lair, and for that, it's the Mindbender's Shotgun, which is the unique loot. So I haven't got one of them yet, so I think I might start farming that this week, because I've heard it's completely brilliant. Next, we'll pop to the moon and have a look at the Pinnacle sources we've got there. So the Nightmare Hunt's on Master difficulty for a piece of Pinnacle gear. This first one is Skolos, you know, that fallen swine. The next one, Nightmare Hunt, is Defeat the Nightmare of Zydron, the Gate Lord. And the last one you have a choice of is old Tanix the Scarred. When I'm finished with him, he'll be Tanix the Scared. If you want to partake of the Garden of Salvation weekly challenge, this week it's called To the Top, and this one you have to deposit 10 motes at a time in the conflux, so good luck with that. We've also got, of course, the Pit of Heresy, which rewards Pinnacle gear. Don't forget you can get a piece of Pinnacle gear from doing 3 matches of either Gambit or Gambit Prime. Nice and easy, that one, and you can bank your medals too. Let's have a quick look at the Crucible. You can get 1 piece of Pinnacle gear, of course, by doing 4 core matches in any of the main game types. But also we've got our rotator lists this week, and we've got Mayhem at the top, but these only reward powerful gear, remember? And we've also got Showdown 2, so draw. And the flashpoint for this week is Mercury with old brother Pants, so go and see him if you want to get some powerful gear there too. Let's go and have a look at some of the older content we've got bashing about for the Reckoning. This week we have the Likeness of Oryx, so you can have a spare rations, a bug out bag or an outlast drop there, and tier 3 exclusive loot that drops there is the Knowing Hunger Void Auto Rifle and the Doomsday Arc Grenade Launcher, so go and do that if you want to get any of that stuff. If you still want to grab some of Callus's lovely wares and you're doing the Menagerie, the modifiers for the standard Menagerie this week are Void Singe, Iron and Heavyweight, much like the strikes, and then for the Menagerie Heroic we've got Extinguish, which is a bugger, Iron and Blackout, and finally we've also got Void Singe again, so there you go for that. And if you want to pop to do some Prestige raid layers, not layers, layers, the modifiers we have for that for this week are Prestige Gladiator, melee kills buff weapon damage, and we've also got to have a kinetic sidearm, an energy scout rifle, and a power sword locked to those various slots. Escalation Protocol this week. Now you can actually get all weapons, they can all possibly drop, so that's a shotgun, the sniper rifle, and the SMG, so that's interesting. That's it for the director stuff, and of course we've got this week's Ascendant Challenge, which is the Keep of Honed Edges in Harbinger's Seclude. Now if you do want to do this, if you're trying to get your Cursebreaker, I always do a dedicated video each week so you can see exactly where the corrupted eggs are and where the law is, and we have a little bit of a chinwag about things as well, so I'll put a link to that at the end of the video, so stick around for that. And I thought we'd have a little look at Eververse as well for the Bright Dust stuff, because I never buy anything from Eververse, but we've got the Ladylike Ghost Shell, which is very nice if you like ladybirds, the High Score emote, and that Warlock protection, and of course all your other bump there for getting buffs and stuff. Okay, let's go and have a look at the emotes. We've got this Torchlight one for the Guardian games. It's very pretty, I do like it, but it's 3,250 Bright Dust, which is a lot. And then we've got Represent, I like that too, but that is also 3,250 Bright Dust. That costs a fortune. Who do you think I am, made of dust? What's this one, Hip to the Hop? Let's have a look at that. I like the way the belt moves, rather groovy, yes, bit of a kick. Good dance moves there, Guardian, as usual, but I don't want it. Then we've got the Victory Lap Sparrow, which is great and comes with its own dinner service. Look, there's 2 plates built into it, so you can eat your tea as you're going around the various destinations. Very handy. We've got the Team Spirit ship, which I always thought was a sparrow, but no, it's a ship. I don't know where you're going to sit, though. It's tiny. There can't be much of a galley or place to walk around in there. And we've also got the Hunter projection, and finally we've got the Recognize emote, which is quite Fonzie-like, really, and I quite like it. So for this week then, order of the day is grinding medals to get your class to win, because I'm convinced someone else could possibly win. We've also got Zer on Friday as usual, and then there's the TWAB this week at Bungie, which is going to be concentrating on Eververse apparently, so if Eververse gets in your wick, it might be worth you having a little look to see what plans they have for that in future. And I hope you enjoyed this weekly reset video. It's the first one I've ever done, so let me know what you think in the comments below. And as promised, here's the link to this week's Ascendant Challenge video, what I've done. So go and have a look at that if you need to do it. And also, have a lovely week. Enjoy yourselves, and stay safe, and look after each other, and various other things like that. In the meantime, drop me a like, a subscribe, and I'll see you again very soon.